welcome to Stream Time. Have you noticed that recently there's been a new flavor of games being announced? 3 different games have premiered their trailers to the judgment of the esteemed Gamers Council, yet all of those trailers tasted distinctly the same. Floatopia was announced by NetEase Fest, stepping into the limelight just over a year ago. A game where humanity, stressed from its daily working life, abandons Earth and employment in face of an apocalypse and heads up to the Sky Islands. As a player, you end up on one such Sky Island and start building your dream life there, among the clouds and alongside new friends. 2 more, Animula Nook and Petit Planet, were announced very recently, all within a week of each other, around Tokyo Game Show in September. Animula Nook, another promised release by NetEase, also lets you abandon your daily life, beckons you to leave behind that boring milk to expire in your big life boring fridge, and become tiny to build a dream life on your desk alongside other tiny people in even tinier boobos. Never mind. Petit Planet by Herverse, in contrast, doesn't make you abandon anything, so far at least. But all the same, you score a new place, a whole planet in fact, if not multiple planets, go big or go home, and you start building that planet up to be your new dream home where you can lead a new dream life. Yep, it's life sim cozy games. More cozy games coming out is neither a novelty nor it is a surprise. Cozy games have been on upward trend for a while and probably will remain popular for as long as humankind keeps producing cortisol. But as for the life sims specifically, life sims with a central player character you control as you build a new life, those have been kind of overtaken by the farming sims. The farming life sim template already usually offers a player character you can name, customize and dress up for perfect immersion, a plot, main story plot and a plot of land with a house, building features, building and decorating within your spaces, and building new relationships, platonic as well as often romantic. And it has a shipping bin. In other words, it has an economy you are beholden to through a job you take on. That job or profession usually informs the core gameplay loop, sets your character's relationship with the economy, it even affects how much energy your character has left for other activities. That is to say, the new life in farming sims is the life you have to work for. Usually on a farm, hence the farming sim. Although the name has become so synonymous with the genre that I often see games that have nothing or very little to do with farming be swiped into the category purely for the vibes. Like my Temid series, where the farming is nominal but the labor is backbreaking. Literally, what is up with this? It would certainly be a generalization to say this, but it feels like we are coming out of a decade of life sims inspired by the dream of better working conditions. Which is absolutely valid and is part of why these games are so fun. But what about life sims not counting on work to be their gameplay loop? What about games inspired by doing bare minimum while maintaining the cutest darn lifestyle possible? Is it finally time for that dream to come to fruition? Are we about to see a new groundbreaking development in the genre? Well, no, it's totally a fluke on my part to call it new, because there's already a long-running and popular game series in that exact flavor profile of social life sims. I'm talking, of course, about Animal Crossing, the game where you move to a new place and build a new dream life. That's the gameplay goal of Animal Crossing. Build yourself a new life in a society of talking animals, whatever that life might be. In older Animal Crossing entries, you'd at least be made a mayor, with somebody else mostly doing your job. Or have a temporary part-time job before breaking free into a life of delightful unemployed interior decoration. But newest iteration just straight up sends you on a vacation. All you have to do from then on is shake trees for free money and exploit the stock market to sponsor your extravagant clothes collection, rapid house expansions, and whatever other nefarious activities you might want to get up to. This is what's weird. Despite its long-standing popularity, Animal Crossing haven't seen a lot of successes. There've certainly been attempts and nearby hits like Dreamlight Valley and Hello Kitty Adventures, but it feels like those titles were few and far between and then never came out a definitive game where if you were to Google games like Animal Crossing, their name would come up fast, without a doubt. Instead, right now, if you search games like Animal Crossing, you get Animal Crossing. So it is a bit sudden to see not 1 but 3 games emerging at once, all seemingly aiming for that search result throne. And they're not skimping on their efforts. Both their visual style and gameplay features all show clear signs of Animal Crossing DNA, looking bubbly and cute but vibrant and refreshing. A human character players can customize and use as their life sim immersion proxy. Real estate is plentiful, house, land, planet, and it all is yours to mold. You are not beholden to a job. Your hobbies can sponsor your lifestyle and the economy will wait for you. Plot is secondary, maintaining vibes and whimsy is the primary agenda. And farming is, or they just can't leave farming alone. But now it is gardening, a hobby, not a means to survival. And, of course, there are villages to befriend and invite to your spaces. Often animal villages who might also be coursing. Hope they look both ways and the light is green. Remember the road safety. Following the pattern, there are more features that haven't been announced yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were to make an appearance, such as, for example, game time abiding by the real-life clock, ordinance features, and a degree of randomness in the matter of who our villagers can be. I'm hopeful we'll get those, and certain we'll see at least some. Why all of the Animal Crossing competition now? I don't know. Farming seems to have already covered the innate desire to break free from your old life and build something new and better in a place where the grass is green. But maybe the overexposure of the genre to the market has started to take its toll, or maybe nowadays the cortisol production factories are overachieving their goals and even the fictional 6 AM wake-up calls to harvest potato fields have become a little too much. All I know is I'll be trying all three. Even if the release dates for those three end up being close to each other, I don't mind in particular. I'm a propagator of 3 cakes, all for me! Yay! Of course, eventually one might end up dropping the cake they like less, but that's a 30 cake problem, which is hardly a problem, I say. But what do you think? Do you think it's a trend? Do you think it's a fluke? Do you think it's been there all along? Are you looking forward to trying any one of those new titles? Whether it's just a coincidence or thorough market research data claiming that now is the right time to seize the day, that first wave is coming, and only time and player reception will tell if there are going to be more. Until then, take sure and take good care of yourself, don't sink, do swim, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.